Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Johan Castell and you're watching a festive episode of Wings. We are here on the ground in New Delhi's Chittaranjan Park where people throng to celebrate Durga Puja. We also explore the story and history of Dussehra and cover the 9-day dance festival Garba. But first up, let us get a taste of West Bengal right here in New Delhi.
Durga Puja, a festival that blends joy, nostalgia and devotion. For many, it's a time to reconnect with culture, family and tradition. The festival brings a sense of togetherness and spiritual renewal and is a much-awaited time of the year. Bengal's Puja spirit permeates the air as the evenings are brought alive to the gatherings with aartis performed to the sounds and rhythms of dhakis over delicious bhog.
We are here in New Delhi CR Park to bring you the essence of Durga Puja celebrations. We will be exploring some of the most iconic and creatively designed pandals. These celebrations are also a great reminder of the ultimate triumph of good over evil.
Our first stop is the cooperative K-Block Pandal, well known for its eco-friendly initiatives. This year it has chosen the theme of rural Bengal to depict the saga of Bengali handicrafts.
You can see the entire pandal is made up of jute. Okay, jute is the base. The paintings are also of a certain style. It's called the Mithila style. And we have Hath Pakhas. These are hand fans made up of palm leaves.
Our next stop is the Kali Bari Pandal. Celebrating its 51st year of celebrations, it is the oldest pandal in the vicinity. With the auspicious red and white colors adorning it, this pandal has always kept its decor and theme traditional.
This year, the focus of this pandal is on the theme of women empowerment. The organizing committee responsible for maintaining the logistics and administration of the celebrations is also predominantly women.
Initially, it was a much more of a homely affair. We used to live here, we used to come here, participate every day. Now the scale has grown, lots of people. We have about almost 1 million footfalls each year. This time we are expecting, seeing the way that things are going, seeing the trend today, about 1.2 to 1.5 million, we say 12 to 15 lakhs people would probably come in.
The B Block Pandal is recognized for its efforts to replicate monuments across India. This year it has chosen to highlight the Kashi Vishwanath temple.
Early 90s, we started with Dakshineshwar temple. And that's how this trend of replicating temples or doing some theme started in Delhi.
Durga Puja celebrations are synonymous with food. We experienced some of the traditional Bengali delicacies in New Delhi to get a taste of the festive flavor.
This is the authentic fish fry. It's coated with breadcrumbs and they have a secret recipe which involves all its spices. It's a perfect blend of taste and culture. You can taste it all in one platter. I'm loving this experience.
Another popular delicacy that I got my hands on was the kosha mangsho. This is essentially a spicy mutton curry that is marinated in a yogurt mix and cooked until the meat is moist and tender. Interestingly, there is no additional water added in the making of this dish. And then there is the puchka, a deep-fried hollow spherical shell filled with potatoes and mint water, also known as pani puri or golgappa in North India. The key difference here is that the shell is made from wheat flour.
Last time we came to the pandal dressed up in normal suits like Punjabis do because we are Punjabis. So that time we just thought that we want to get into the culture more. Coming here at Durga Puja dressed up in a Bengali culture, you feel like you're the part of Bengali culture.
Over the years it has transformed like drastically. Earlier we used to have very simple, small pandals. Now there are a lot of brands have come up.
We always look forward to the evening of Pujo because all the street food stalls are all in one place. The food is oily, but it's once in a year and it's just wonderful.
Like every year, the Durga Puja celebrations were full of fervor, color, auspiciousness, and lots of positivity.
India is gearing up for one of its most celebrated festivals, Dussehra. Let us take a look at its rich history and the unique ways it is celebrated.
Dussehra, also known as Vijayadashmi, is a festival that marks the victory of good over evil. It is celebrated on the 10th day of the Hindu lunar month of Ashwin. The festival commemorates the triumph of Lord Ram over the demon king Ravan, symbolizing the defeat of darkness and the arrival of light. Historically, Dussehra dates back thousands of years to ancient Indian epics like the Ramayana. The tale unfolds as Lord Ram, an incarnation of God Vishnu, embarks on a quest to rescue his wife Sita, who Ravan has abducted. This epic battle culminates in a fierce confrontation where Ram defeats Ravan, restoring dharma or righteousness. As the sun sets and the celebrations kick off, Dussehra is celebrated enthusiastically across India, each region adding its unique twist to the festivities. Let's look at how Dussehra is celebrated. Dussehra in northern India is celebrated with great enthusiasm and varied traditions, reflecting the region's rich cultural heritage. One of the most significant aspects of Dussehra in northern India is the performance of Ram Leela, a dramatic retelling of the Ramayana. These performances take place over several nights, leading up to Dussehra and culminate in the symbolic victory of Lord Ram over Ravan. The highlight is the burning of massive effigies of Ravan, symbolizing the destruction of evil, accompanied by fireworks and joyous celebrations. Dussehra in Mysore, known as Mysore Dussehra, is one of the grandest and most culturally rich celebrations. The grand Dussehra procession showcases beautifully decorated elephants, colorful flutes, and traditional music, drawing crowds from all over the country. Mysore Dussehra has historical significance. It commemorates goddess Chamundeshwari's victory over the demon king Mahishasur, symbolizing good triumphing over evil. The festival became prominent during the reign of the Wadiyar dynasty in the 15th century. Mysore Dussehra is not just about the visuals, it's a celebration of culture and heritage. The processions, performances, and rituals create a sense of unity and pride among the people. Unlike the rest of the country where Dussehra marks the end of festivities, in the quaint Kullu valley of Himachal Pradesh, the festival marks the beginning of a week-long celebration. The celebrations revolve around Lord Raghunath, the presiding deity of Kullu, who is believed to protect and bless the region. Over 200 deities from different parts of the valley are carried in elaborately decorated palanquins to the Dhalpur grounds in Kullu. The grand finale of Kullu Dussehra is marked by the Rath Yatra, where hundreds of devotees pull Lord Raghunath's chariot through the streets of Kullu. The chariot's movement symbolizes the divine protection that Lord Raghunath bestows upon the valley. Dussehra in Gujarat is preceded by Navratri, a 9-night festival dedicated to the worship of goddess Durga. People gather to perform Garba and Dandiya Ras each night, traditional dance forms that celebrate femininity and devotion. Participants wear colorful traditional attire, often adorned with mirrors and embroidery, creating a lively atmosphere. Each evening during Navratri, local pandals are set up where people gather to dance, sing and celebrate, fostering a sense of community. From the grand processions in Mysore to the vibrant dances in Gujarat, this festival brings people together, reminding us of the eternal battle between good and evil. And the spirit of unity, culture and tradition shines brightly across India.
Our next story combines music, dance and devotion. Garba, a traditional folk dance from Gujarat, it's not just a form of cultural expression, it is also profoundly spiritual.
Colorful costumes, rhythmic beats and synchronized movements. This is Garba, a dance that is more than just art. It is a tribute to Shakti, the divine feminine energy. Garba comes from the Sanskrit word garb, meaning womb. The circular movement of the dance symbolizes the cycle of life, birth, death and rebirth, reflecting the regenerative power of the feminine. It's a spiritual experience as much as it is a joyful one. The dance is performed by women in a circle around a clay lantern with a light inside, called a Garbdeep or womb lamp. The Garbdeep has another symbolic interpretation. The vessel is the body within whom divinity resides. Garba is danced around this symbol to honor the fact that all humans have the divine energy within them. Today, it is common to have idols of goddess Durga at the center of the circle instead of the Garbdeep. The music accompanying Garba is often devotional, with lyrics praising Durga's bravery and compassion. The traditional instruments, dhol, tabla and dholak, add to the festive energy. Over the years, Garba has gained immense popularity beyond Gujarat. It is performed across India and even globally. While the dance has evolved to include modern elements, its spiritual essence remains unchanged. Garba continues to unite communities in dance, faith and festivity. It reminds us of the strength and beauty that lie in the feminine.
Next up, let us take you to other exciting festivals worldwide. From a heritage festival in Ethiopia to the International Fireworks Festival in South Korea. Check it out.
Last Saturday, Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, came alive with celebrations as people gathered for the annual Irreecha Festival, marking the end of the rainy season. Oromo men and women honor the occasion by performing traditional dances and chants, keeping the centuries-old tradition alive.
Irreecha means unity. When this nation comes from all different corners to this place and celebrates Irreecha, It shows its unity. The reason I came here from far away is to reflect my identity by being part of this unity.
A key moment of the Cultural and Heritage Festival was the Irreecha ritual, where pilgrims dipped freshly cut grass and flowers into water as a gesture of gratitude. Participants were then sprinkled with water, symbolizing purification and renewal.
Irreecha is Oromos' New Year. Now, it does not belong to only the Oromos. It has become a festival of all Ethiopia's nations and nationalities.
A vibrant fleet of hot air balloons filled the desert sky on Saturday, marking the start of the 52nd annual Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. The 9-day event, a highlight each fall in New Mexico, draws hundreds of thousands of spectators and pilots, offering a unique opportunity to get up close as the massive balloons are unpacked and inflated. After a brief weather delay, balloons took to the air to cheers from the crowd, drifting off on a gentle breeze. The roar of propane burners sent hundreds of balloons ranging from classic globes to whimsical shapes, soaring and splashing the sky with color. This year's fiesta features 106 special-shaped balloons, 16 of which are making their first appearance. One of them is Mazu, inspired by the Taiwanese sea goddess, a figure deeply woven into Taiwan's cultural and traditional heritage.
Fireworks lit up the night sky in Seoul last Saturday during the 2024 Seoul International Fireworks Festival over the Han River. With over 1 million spectators, many had been camping out since midnight to secure prime viewing spots along the river for the 90-minute show. A brief interruption occurred when a small fire broke out along the riverbank, with fireworks continuing to launch amid the flames. This year's festival carried heightened public safety concerns in light of the memories of the tragic Halloween crush 2 years ago. Prime Minister Han Duck-seo instructed police, emergency services, and safety ministers to be on high alert, prioritizing crowd control.
Now we will showcase for you a collection of fun stories worldwide, from the World Championship in French fries in France to the Human Tower competition in Catalonia.
Catalonia's largest Human Towers contest was held last Sunday. The eagerly awaited Castells competition featured 42 teams. The final round showcased 12 teams, capturing around 11,000 spectators at the historic Tarraco Arena Plaza, where hundreds of participants competed. The team from Villafranca triumphed over 40 other groups to claim the top prize of €16,000. The Castells competition, conducted every 2 years, gathers the finest human tower groups from across Catalonia, highlighting their strength, coordination, and intricate formations.
Human towers is very important and very different from other activities because it involves families, the grandfather, the daughter, the granddaughter, and they come together to the same activity and they belong to the same group in equal conditions. It is not the father, it is not the son, they are just members of the group.
Human towers, known as castells, are an integral part of Catalan culture. They are created by castellers standing on each other's shoulders to form impressive structures of remarkable height and complexity. In 2010, UNESCO recognized these unique towers as part of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The inaugural Castells competition took place in the Tarragona Bull Ring in 1932, and it has been held biannually since 1970. The French Fries World Championship is back for its second year. Thousands of people gather in Arras in the north of France to discover new candidates who compete throughout the day in various events. From fresh homemade fries with rancid butter to French fry ice cream, Arras hosted the second edition of the event recently, with around 30 friture candidates who tried to convince the taste buds of a jury and an audience of around 50,000 people.
We stand for fresh homemade chips. This means that when we make a chip, we start by choosing the right variety of potato. We adapt according to the season because potatoes evolve. It's also a seasonal product. Chips are seasonal. Chips don't taste the same in September as they do in June, for example. It's also a question of know-how because you have to choose the right fat. You have to play with the temperature. So it really is a culinary heritage and a real skill.
Professionals or amateurs, 36 candidates in 7 categories took part in the competition this year. The competition has several categories, including a professional category, family, and a best fries of the world category. The Dutchman Jorrit Gras from the Pomfritterie in Stockholm won the Frit du Monde prize. A potato sack race was organized at the Grand Place to burn off a few calories after eating all those fries. Last weekend, tattoo fans gathered in Hong Kong for a display of body art during the 3-day annual Hong Kong-China International Tattoo Exhibition. Chinese calligraphy and pet portraits are popular trends in tattoo art.
There are lots of new people getting into the business now, and that means there are more and more different styles, a lot of developments. Also, for color tattoos, there are lots of cartoon images.
Over 3 days, tattoo artists and fans showed off their body art inspired by themes from mythology, cartoons, and even portraits of beloved pets. Some modeled their unique designs for a competition on stage before a panel of judges.
Tattoos stay on your skin forever, and that's why I chose to tattoo my pet dog. Because I hope I would never forget my dog, and even when I get old, I would still be reminded of her.
The event brought together nearly 100 booths and 70 tattoo artists from all over the globe, including Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, Serbia, Poland, Singapore, Thailand, Hungary, and France, and the UK. This year's fair welcomed an increase in mainland Chinese tattoo artists coming to the city, hoping to raise their profiles.
It's like a whole plate full of fish tikka with sauce and onion. Wow. Well, that's all we have for you on the show in this week's episode of Wings, but we'll return again next weekend with more travel content for you. Until then, I'm going to be enjoying this.